damage to levels that it definitely should not be at all.
Yeah.
So that's why if you see me doing that,
like
then
it's like end game damage for the highest level possible.
Yeah. So now I can also duplicate any gun out of my hand that I want to. The main thing that we've done is we've started with 2 different snipers. We'll get to that in a second. Here we're going to do a thing called dual duping. We're going to put this item, which is an echo log, up for trade. Normally it's one-time use, but if we trade for it and I use it, I don't technically own that echo log anymore, but the game still says, hey, we're in a duel for that item. So when he wins, he's going to get that item anyway, even though I've used it. So we've effectively made a one-use item, infinite uses.
I forgot to rebind, whoops.
So he's going to kill me right here, so now he'll get that echo that I just used. And other trick, I'm going to clip my hitbox through the wall once I jump on this icicle right here. Like that, so we can skip some dialogue.
Yeah, so this this is actually faster both in-game and RTA. Because Claptrap will open the gate.
That load actually works. Oh my goodness.
I think it's my computer. I don't think it's
okay.
that load. So normally when we do any percent runs, I have to load in there first, and then Shock has to join after I'm loaded into the game. But we're doing runs on I'm doing runs on my girlfriend's computer, and it may actually just be my computer that is bad. I need that pistol, by the way.
There you go. So that critical stacking glitch that I mentioned earlier, that goes away when we quit to the main menu. So I have to reset that up and redo it every time that we quit to the menu. There's a boss coming up right after the beginning of this section.
You can also softlock there if you kill that Bullymong too fast, so we avoided that. First softlock of the run out of the way.
Yeah. So I am trying to get as much damage as I can for the boss that spawns right over there where I'm looking. So I need to get about 2,000 damage. You can definitely see the difference when I crit an enemy versus when Amyrlinn crits one. When he crits, he does it for 249, and I do it for already way more than that. So now you're starting to see why co-op is super broken in this game already.
Co-op, as it stands right now, is about 40 minutes faster than solo, which is really, really fast.
And solo co-op is also significantly faster.
Solo co-op is actually only about 10 minutes faster.
Yeah. Cool. Like that.
Alright. Getting back into it. There was something else I was going to explain.
We're playing on an older patch of the game. I don't know if you mentioned that already. Okay.
The first patch the Gauge was released on. Oh, so there are 2 major speedrunning patches for this game. There's 1.1 and 1.3. On 1.1 is the one we run any percent on because it is straight up the fastest. There's a not only all of the glitches that are normally possible, but also there's a glitch with amp shields that comes into play later that I abuse, where it makes shotguns do a lot more damage. I'll explain it in a second.
So this is the first boss of the game. Normally it takes a while to kill him, but because I've been stacking my critical damage, all I have to do is just shoot him in the face once like this, and he's dead. So all bosses now become super trivial.
Also, the hitboxes for these longs are just garbage awful. And so Shock has to look in some really weird places because he is off-host.
Yeah, you'll see that later with the next boss that we fight. So we're going to do a dual dupe here again, because there's one more line of dialogue we can skip up here. We have to do this every time, so doing dual dupes, or doing this dialogue skip everywhere is really not that fast, because of the fact we have to spend, 15 seconds setting up a duel in the first place.
Yeah.
There's only a few
if
places
that dual dupe was faster, it would be completely worth, like, setting up a dual dupe everywhere we could, because it would, A, save us from using quests, which we could use later, and also, we would skip every line in the game very quickly.
Do you have enough snipers, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another thing. Money is really tight in this category. I'm only ever barely going to have enough money to afford everything I need throughout the run. So I pick up a lot of the things he dupes just to sell them later.
By the way, someone asked in chat, so I'll just mention that I did replace my Angel video. that doesn't change anything.
Yeah, there's a couple cutscene files in the game that you can replace. Actually it's in the rules. It's okay to replace, just because they don't save you any time.
Yeah. So yep.
Every cutscene. Actually, this is another thing we should mention, because it might come up later and we might do some weird stuff. Every cutscene in this game is rendered in world, and what that means, we got the worst dialogue in the game, right there. Claptrap can do one of like 5 dialogues, and they all suck. But all cutscenes are rendered in-game, which means that all characters head track to us as we're standing in the game world, but they try to maintain their cutscene orientations, which means that at some point we can just kind of snap a character's neck.
So you'll see here my hitboxes for this particular area are kind of weird. Like that. Bullets just went right through him.
Alright, so this is, again, faster RTA and in-game. Claptrap spends about 25 seconds talking to Captain Flint there about how we're all terrible and gonna die. And instead we just ignore that and skip right past it. There's a lot of people in the casual community who get very mad at us when we do that, because they're just like, we'll jump over the gate. But it skips a couple triggers, which is why we do it.
So this is just probably the most coordinated
Very
fight you'll see us do. Yeah, it's the one you'll see us do the most in the run. Otherwise, after this, we rarely be in the same place fighting the same enemy. Because at this point, you might, barring the critical stacking glitch, we're about the same power right now. Like, we can both do basically the same things. None of us kind of overpower one another. I only overpower him for bosses, really. We can both one-shot every random enemy. We both move, you know, at the same speed and can do the same tricks or whatever. So the only thing I have over him is critical stacking for bosses.
Which
so here
guaranteed is a lot, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so I hit that cutscene at the right time. I want to hit that cutscene trigger as soon as Hammerlock finishes his line.
Pleasure to meet you, Vault Hunter.
But
I am Sir Hammerlock.
Now we're going to set up another dual dupe, because Hammerlock's line is very long. And this is why I had to have one empty space in my inventory, because otherwise I would have had to something out there.
Yeah, luckily that line is just so long. Save quitting is hard, by the way.
I love missing the enter key and showing off my achievements. Actually, they're not even mine. I'm playing
they're her achievements.
Playing my girlfriend's account, so they're her achievements.
Alright, so now we're going to really start splitting up and doing different tasks. I'm going to focus on advancing the story, and Amy's going to focus on doing a couple side quests to get us a more powerful sniper. Because you know, as good as this one is, it's going to be very quickly unusable in like a level or two.
Oh, that's another thing we completely forgot to explain. This category is really fast, so we'll do something and then forget to explain it. We use pre-made save files for this run, because it allows us to spawn with exactly the sniper we need, and it prevents, you know, a billion stupid resets. Because otherwise, we'd have to like reset the category, or reset the file over and over until we got the correct sniper, which is dumb and a very bad idea. So I'm helping him kill a lot of these bullymongs.
That drag scope though. So I'm gonna stack critical and push Claptrap along, because there's a boss at the end of this path that I'm going on. He's all the way there, like in the center of my screen, if you're looking at my side. So I need to get enough damage to be able to one-shot him in the head consistently.
Yep. There's such a thing as a perfect 8-shot hit, which means you kill every enemy down there in one shot. I missed it, I suck. And also because 8-shot hit is just hard. Brats spawn at really weird angles. So here I'm going to sell off all the snipers I got, and also this relic that they spawned me with, because I just don't need it anymore. And that
was also a good fight for me.
Nice. Oh wow, you're done before I even got there.
Yep.
So the beginning part of this game is kind of boring. There's about 10 or 15 minutes where it's very rote. We just do the exact same thing, like, over and over continuously. And that's why resetting this category is kind of a pain, because, you know, whenever we reset, you have to do this boring intro sequence over and over.
On the bright side, things do get very silly after that.
Yeah, at about 20 minutes, everything just kind of breaks loose. Also,
thank you.
Sniper accuracy is so funny. You can no-scope birds out of the air with it.
Yep. I've done that across the map a couple times to save a part of our runs. I have to play this a little safe because my health is a little low.
Oh, wait, okay, that adult's level 2, I'm fine with that. So, I have to beat these guys to death with my hands, and also my guns. Fortunately, they gave me decent spawns. Sometimes they can give me, like, a badass, which has way more health than any other enemy should at this point. If I get a badass, I have big problems.
Alright, so this is the boss I've been talking about that I've had to fight. So if I have enough damage, I can just simply do that in the head, aim slightly off center on his head, and then, whoops, that bullet went through his head. That also happens.
I just saw the hitbox for Big Bertha for some reason.
Alright, so now, here's something we're going to abuse a couple times. Tutorial dialogue has very high priority, and nothing else will cause it to be skipped, so I'm going to pick up a grenade mod, which teaches me how grenades mod works. I'm in the cannon, by the way, so we can skip a dialogue where he's at the gate, and I'm done.
And I'm done.
Cool.
Okay, so that was the opening parts of the game. We're going to do... So this category actually used to be full of a lot of XP farming, which was bad and slow. We rerouted the experience to make it a lot harder, a lot faster, because we hate ourselves.
70, by the way.
I got a 78, I think? 79. And so now we only kill this boss one extra time, and then we just leave. So if people have played this game, you'll notice that we're gonna start being a little under level. And the final boss, which you're supposed to fight at level 30 to 32, we're going to kill him at level 19. And he's actually not that hard of a boss. He's one of the easier ones. There are a couple mid-game bosses that really give us the business, because killing them is very hard.
So we're just coming here to kill this boss, because bosses reset when you save quit. So luckily enough, we can just save quit, respawn this boss, get a little bit more XP, and then keep going. Because I need to hit level 6 at a certain point, like I said at the beginning of the run. Why is he running away? Come back here. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Alright, cool, quit.
6. I don't think I hit 6. I did.
You did.
Dang. That's another thing we can abuse. When you level up, you do 100% more damage for 30 seconds, and I can use that to kill the boss again very quick. But sadly, I leveled up.
Alright, pistols please, thank you.
So
Alright, so
now I'm actually going to do the rest of the run all by myself. Shockwve is just going to stand back there.
I'm going to sit here and twiddle my thumbs by tossing pistols in my hand.
Yep.
He's
actually useless past this point.
100%. Yeah,
100%.
This is now solo co-op.
Yeah.
But in actuality, what's happening is I have a skill called Expertise, where I gain movement speed when I aim down the sights of my gun. Unfortunately, dropping in this game is also kind of broken. So if I look down the sights of my gun and drop it while I'm looking at it, and I'm also not the host player, that speed stack never goes away. And I can stack that as basically much as I want. There is a cap, but I will barely hit it. So I'm going to sit here and stack this speed glitch as much as I want. So like that, and now I'm Sonic.
Oh, hey, I killed Little Boom, by the way.
Sonic Racing.
We actually, like, talked to people about getting a mod that would play that song when he started doing this. We couldn't figure out how to do it.
That would be amazing.
So yeah, he kills a boss, and now you are completely understanding as to why I am this specific character. You can die whenever, by the way. So I go fast and hit triggers really quickly, which is why I picked Axton. This does not work on Host or on the Handsome Collection, just in case you guys are curious.
Or split screen either, I think.
Yes.
It works split screen?
No, sorry, it does not work on split screen.
Okay,
You had that
yeah,
right.
that's what I thought.
All right. Cool. I got the dialogue skip.
Congrats.
So now I'm just gonna keep stacking speed basically whenever I can. And I'm going to try to do as many of these other fights. He's going to kill a guaranteed badass spawn, which gives us extra experience for killing it.
Yeah, this is part of the experience route we put in the game. I have to kill this guy, otherwise our experience is going to be off. There, I just killed him. And I also kill all his buddies too, because, you know, sometimes they can give me good gear.
Yep, so at this point, we're already starting to get underleveled.
Yeah.
We should be at least 7 or 8, you can die. We should be at least 7 or 8 when we start this next boss. We're gonna be level 6. So like I said before, my critical damage glitch is gone. I have to reset that up. So I'm gonna be sitting here duplicating snipers to get that up higher.
Yeah, which is
why,
funnily enough, about halfway through the run, we're just gonna stop save quitting. It would be faster in parts of the run if we could save quit, but if that would it's only faster if you would keep this critical glitch.
Yeah. So I'll take some time to mention right now while we have some downtime. This critical stacking glitch that I'm doing has a negative effect. This particular sniper that I'm duplicating lowers my accuracy and recoil, so it's going to get way harder for me to control. You can see how big my crosshair is right now. If you want to compare it to Amyrlinn's, that's what it should be. And mine's only going to get worse.
It does differ between guns. That should be said.
Yeah. So my accuracy is going to keep getting worse over time the more I duplicate this particular sniper. Luckily, there are other types of snipers I can duplicate that can also increase my accuracy. So I'm going to be looking for one of those later in the run. But that's completely random if we get that or not.
Yeah. A lot of this run is due to RNG, which sucks. Gonna block him. Should be able to. Got him.
Got it. All right, cool. Yeah, so that just two-shot that boss.
Yeah. So there is, if you follow Borderlands speedrunning, there is something called Nip that we can do there. We actually found it to be slower than just doing this fight normally. Completely optimally, of course. Like
if you do it completely optimally, it's 100% faster. But Flim Flim Nip is faster. It's just this is more consistent.
This
it's easier for us.
Gets us more experience.
Do you have?
There it is. Down right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is a manipulation where enemies will run out of the store, and we can manipulate them to be Claptrap, and get his move trigger. No, we don't understand it either. And they'll just continue the game for us. Okay, I got 2 shotguns, which is pretty good. I need, as I said before, a lot of money, so I'm gonna have to pretty much pick up almost everything I see, just a vendor.
So something to note is the more points I put into expertise, the faster I will gain speed the more I do this glitch. So now I have 2 points in it, so I'll gain speed twice as fast. Eventually I can put up to 5 points in it, so I can start going way fast. So now you can see I'm going way faster.
Yeah, and actually one of the benefits of that skill is once he puts the points in, he doesn't ever have to like restack it. It just automatically brings him up to that cap.
Alright. Co-op is great, so if I just mash E on that, I can just skip dialogue. It doesn't make sense.
It's because you're here too early. And we're supposed to be hearing Claptrap talking.
Alright, cool. That was a skip. Alright, I just jumped over an invisible wall. Normally there's a giant invisible wall that encases that whole camp because they don't want you to leave that area early, but unfortunately, or lucky for us, there is a dock that does not have the barrier around it. So I can go land on that dock and skip the area. So I can get to this trigger way faster than intended. Also, I think you picked up my rifle.
May have, and I just rendered it. Do you need it back?
No, it's just helpful.
Did you car?
Yeah, I did not car. Whoops. Done. I'll be late on this skip now.
I can still get the skip though.
No, you can't. Think? Yeah. Oh, hey, wait, that does work. Cool.
Yeah, for some reason, Angel's line has really weird priority there. So activating the gate, which doesn't skip any other line, skips that line. And actually, we could soft lock the game if he kills this enemy before Psycho says you're Skag Bait Grinder. But that's why we wait.
Yep. So here's one of the XP routes things that we did. Normally, you would just kind of stay and hide in this camp. I have to kill as many things as I can here, just because we need to hit level 8 as fast as possible so I can use a specific gun. Because I can only duplicate guns out of my hand. I cannot duplicate them if they're just sitting in my inventory.
Yeah.
So I need to hit level 8 so I can duplicate it for both of us to use.
That's also why I'm trying to kill a lot of things. I actually killed everything from that camp, which was pretty good.
We got a $20 donation from Spiff that says, "Shout out to Fun Cannon's running buddies."
Oh, yes.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
us.
We've mainly been grinding co-op all quests with Fun Cannon for the past few months. Unfortunately, very sadly, did not get into GDQ, but that's okay.
Here's some money.
Get it next time.
I can make this work, I think. No, wait, this will be perfect.
Fast Jessup, yeah.
Yeah. All right, you have to time it.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so normally you'd be opening a garage here and seeing Scooter's cutscene, but since that cutscene has such a long trigger on it, as long as I'm standing within it, it takes about 3 or 4 seconds. And if we start another cutscene, it assumes we've seen that cutscene already. So we just override it, and now we never have to get introduced to Scooter, which is a shame because Scooter is the best character in the game.
I got a sniper, by the way.
Okay, good, because I don't know parts.
So I think I just found a sniper that will fix my accuracy. Oh wait, this one. So I'm doing this like small tutorial quest that teaches you about the elements of the game. It's very small amount of XP, but as you mentioned, the XP route.
Worth it.
Yes, every little bit is worth it because of how tight the route is. So doing that is very much worth it, even though it's only worth like 1,000 total.
So actually here I can explain another thing I've been doing. You'll notice sometimes I'm messing around in my inventory. I know always what's in my inventory at all times. What I'm doing is actually a lesser version of the glitch Shockwve is doing, where if I swap weapons and then replace the swapped weapon with another weapon from my slots, I like get the crit from it. Yeah. So I can stack up the 3 weapons.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. We'll try this.
I'll retry
Go.
that.
We'll try it. Woohoo! That does work. Okay, that was something we just learned like an hour ago.
Yeah, we were de-rusting this run, which we haven't done in a while. Cough, cough. And
Can you get 1 kill for me?
yeah, probably.
Just get 1 kill. That's all I need to level up.
And we accidentally did that.
Not practicing your speedrun? Do you guys want?
No, that was completely something new that we like just discovered was possible. We never didn't know that was possible until today.
I missed about 15 crits.
Thanks. Appreciate it, dude.
Great. Hang on, I'll kill one of these guys.
I need 1 kill.
Come on. Spawn.
Oh, missed your time.
Oh my god, I hate this game.
Alright, so I went and made a detour for that specific weapon I mentioned earlier that we need level 8 for. I'm not quite level 8 now, but I'll get it here. So you get experience when you discover new areas on the map, which is lucky for us. Also, that is part of the XP route. But now that I'm level 8, I can duplicate that weapon out of our hands. It is just an SMG that fires 2 bullets when you pull the trigger once. It still only costs 1 shot to pull it, so it's super powerful. We're going to use it for until we're level 10.
Right. This right here is the best glitch in the game. So I'm gonna hold up and right and just moonwalk off screen. So the reason that works is if you die and respawn and then a cutscene triggers while you're in the death tunnel, for some reason you can move while respawning, which is just very silly and looks absolutely great.
All those listos are real, by the way.
Yeah, so I need like 4 or all of them. I just have a lot of them.
That's fine. I have extras.
All
right, cool.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the stuff. Give it here.
So I'm sitting here setting up some other stuff. I forgot to drop you thing.
Yeah. I also need kills.
Okay, it's on the front of the stairs.
Yeah, so
I need to make him hit level 10 or level 8 as fast as I can.
Yeah, so I actually can't use this weapon until I hit level 8. Which you'll notice I am not, and that's kind of a bad thing. Chuck should kill something right around here. There we go. And now I'm going to merge that on. So now my Let's Go has 2 Jacob snipers stacked onto it, which do 360% extra crit damage. So if I hit any of these guys in the head once, they die.
Yep.
And I'm also doing another thing real quick, which is called inventory reloading. We've been drop reloading this entire time, which is just drop your gun on the ground and it instantly reloads. Because, you know, why not? Inventory reloading is when I can't drop reload, because otherwise I'd lose my crit. Inventory reloading just reloads my gun. Yeah, it's just I swap it out with a fresh one from my inventory.
So this part is just a division of labor. I'm getting XP while he is doing the story mission. Because
I got you a turtle.
Okay.
365.
That's a little better than the one I have.
Hey, Shock, turn off your follower alerts.
They shouldn't be on.
Showing on stream, apparently.
Okay, that's odd.
Maybe during Ellie, go into Streamlabs and just turn them all off. Wish this guy would die and stop running away from me.
So I'm selling a bunch of stuff for money. I need that and sell that. So I'm trying to keep my money high and
XP also high.
Yeah, XP also high. So I have a lot of management to do here. This isn't
that
really
was the
too
luckiest
intense.
shot I've ever hit.
This isn't too intense on the management, but later it'll get to pretty insane amounts of stuff that I have to worry about at the same time. Alright, nothing in there.
And I think you're actually fine. I think it's just confusion over the video replacement that you did.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, let's say those are not... I don't have anything on my stream, so I don't know what else I would do.
Also, we got $4.20 from the Packle.
Nice!
Nice meme.
Franker Z.
Thank you, Packle.
Yeah, Packle's going to be up here in a couple hours with Tony Hawk X2. Or
THPS 2X?
2X.
Yeah.
2X, yeah.
It's all golds and careers, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that run is hot. It's a very good run.
Yeah, I did not get a shotgun.
Okay.
Feeling tapped out though. Could you give me another hunk of iridium? Yeah, that's the stuff.
We're going to abuse the tutorial dialogue again here. Shockwve dropped a grenade mod for me, which, as we know, skips a bunch of dialogue. So this is actually going to skip the last line. Go. And her quest is going to instantly finish. Turn in between quest ticks, or between travel ticks, which you can do. It's pretty dumb. And just go on.
Alright, killer. I'm back in Sanctuary.
So I have to use an audio cue here to spawn a vehicle at a certain line. It's actually when she says vehicle, which is really helpful. Because then I don't have to wait and spawn the vehicle in the next area.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hit this trigger and travel immediately.
Yeah, as long as I don't bonk on anything with the car, I get here right away. I can instantly use the horn.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for a trick here called Early Ellie. It's kind of hard. Got it. Okay. So this is what we were talking about in-world cutscene. She exists in the world, but because I'm moving so fast, I can blitz through the cutscene trigger and get to her and talk to her before the cutscene starts, which then causes this weird thing where she basically looks like she's possessed by a demon and just does stuff with her mouth. It's weird. But
she's
now
supposed to be talking here.
It's
saying stuff.
It has a couple things.
Queen,
One, it
queen,
does
queen.
that. Queen. Okay,
Over
I got
by
it.
me.
Yeah, we need this. That's huge XP.
Yeah, that's.
It's by the rock again. I got it.
And the reason I didn't kill that queen actually is because you get less experience if you kill something while in a car.
Yeah. But the back to the early Ellie thing. Doing the early Ellie thing, make sure that these cars that we get spawned here have the bandit parts that we need. Otherwise, there's a chance that the first car that we kill here does not have the part that we need. So it has a double effect. One, it completes the objective, and two, it guarantees the spawn that we need.
Just taking out these spider ants to reduce spawn, so Shock will get his cars instantly.
Yeah, there's a really low spawn limit to the game. It's probably a design decision and not console related, but it's like no more than 24 or 32 enemies or something like that. It's a multiple of 8. I got the 5th car, by the way, so you're good.
A couple people in chat are talking about maxing out the skill trees. That is a thing you can do without using a save editor, actually. It's nearly impossible, so no one's done it, like, legitimately, but there is a technique, trick, whatever, in this game called skill point duping, where if say Shock and I are playing, and he puts in a skill point, and on the very next tick, the game quits. So it's not I quit the game, it's the game quits. Then that skill point would dupe, he would put it in, and then he would get it refunded and be able to use it again. So it is entirely possible to do it. It's just stupidly hard. And it's
and that's tick, not frame.
Yeah, it's tick, not frame, and we can't see the ticks.
I have to equip it on my side before the game registers that he quit on the host side.
Yeah.
That's it.
And on the very next tick, the game has to register I quit.
So, I also just did a cutscene trick there. If I run into the cutscene fast enough, I skip a line of dialogue. But now I've got so much crit stacked that this boss becomes a hopeful cakewalk. He can be kind of rude.
Yeah, he can be a little bit of a jerk.
Come on, smack me. Thank you.
I'm just farming these enemies for experience and then opening this chest because sometimes it has pretty stuff like the support gun.
By the way, he's not being nice to me today. I also have 48 bullets, so I'm gonna go try to find someone to kill. Okay, here.
He's literally just focused on me.
Cool.
I got the key.
Cool.
I want the mod. We're gonna have to re-kill him. Right here, if I don't have enough experience to hit level 10, we have to redo this part. And just kill Bad Maw again. Yeah, so skill point dupe can also be done with equipment. In Shock can dupe equipment if he equips it, and on the next frame, or the next tick, I quit the game. That's something we've only ever pulled off, like, twice in our, 2.5 years of running the game.
No, I'm not done. Okay, please. That was not a hit. He's dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Wait. I gotta go. I gotta coach.
Okay, wow. That's very lucky. That's one of the major things we need for this upcoming section.
This is finished material, actually. 47? Holy crap.
Yeah, we can finish the run with that.
Oops.
Dude, you need to uninstall
That is
Oasis.
amazing.
Alright, we'll have to quit, but we did not miss a cycle, so we're good.
Yeah.
Quit immediately. Alright, so now here comes the RNG heavy section of the run. We're looking for 2 parts. We're looking for the Jacob shotgun, which I just got from Bad Maw, and we're looking for a Vladoff rocket launcher to do an ammo glitch. So we're here farming for the Vladoff rocket launcher. Say, where are you going?
I forgot what I was doing for a second. I was in all quest mode.
Yeah. So we're just looking here. We're gonna keep farming until we get it. I have a backup file just in case this takes too long.
Got it.
Okay, of course we did.
Great. There's another Vladoff in that shop actually. If you just want to buy one.
Yeah, I should do that because I need rocket ammo.
Okay, this pile right here is all you.
I need
support gunner and turtle.
Wow.
Alright, so we'll explain this in a second. I gotta manage inventory. Coach, Vladoff, you should be good to go.
I'd use that Vladoff pick up the stuff over here real quick. Turtle and a support gunner.
Okay, thank you. Oops, hold up. I'm gonna get this off my hotbar so I can stack speed. Alright, cool, we're good to go. Alright, so the Vladoff rocket launcher has a property on it. On the second shot after you equip it, it has a -1 cost to shoot. If you swap away and swap back after you get that free shot on your character, you can stack that multiple times. So right now, I am shooting -5 shots every time I pull the trigger. So we have infinite ammo.
Right, and then, beyond that, Jacob's guns have a property that say fire as fast as you can pull the trigger. Now, that's normally as fast as you can click. But if you have a free scroll mouse, like, say, for example, the mouse we all have, and you bind scroll to fire down, you can do this. And now I can just fire like a machine gun. And now we just have to make it through the rest of the game. We're never going to save quit ever again. From here on, it's like 40 or 50 minutes until we finish. Which is probably surprising to some people who have played this game, considering that in terms of the quest progression, we're not even a third of the way through.
Yeah. So, by the way, I went out of bounds and just skipped the level. There's just a hole in the wall that if you get high enough, you can just jump through it. So, that's what I did.
Vault Hunter. Good to finally meet you in person.
I was worried my guns were too loud. I'm just gonna lower that.
Did you lower the in-game volume?
I just lowered sound effects.
That makes it louder still.
What?
That makes it louder. Do you not remember that?
No.
It needs to be set at 10. You need to lower it in Windows.
Alright, hang on.
Borderlands is great.
We're gonna do this live. I'm going to...
So now I need to stack my critical damage back up because we save quit.
Hang on, I gotta...
Okay, I should be good to go. This sniper might be bad. It'll be okay. I could do better, but oh well. Alright, so we just basically skipped the entirety of Bloodshot. Oh, I should also mention my speed glitch got reset when we quit to the menu as well, so I'm resetting all of those speed stacks as well. But I have 5 points in expertise right now, so stacking that is going to be marginally faster than it was at the beginning of the run.
I'm gonna adjust this live. If this blows out everyone's ears, I'm very sorry. I'll try to fix it.
Hyperion took Roland?
This is where action movement starts becoming kind of fun. You can die, by the way. I'm gonna have him death warp over here. I just hit a checkpoint over there, so he's gonna spawn right next to me when he respawns.
All right, now we should be fine. Now I shouldn't be blowing out anyone's ears.
We're gonna do this. This is gonna happen.
Also, somehow my mouse got fixed.
This is just a wave fight. We have to finish this as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So once we kill the second badass, this wave will be over. He's over here.
Yes, your mouse.
Done.
Yeah, this gun is very high damage.
Yeah, this is much better than the practice one we just did.
Hope I equipped that.
Right.
I think I did.
I'll tell you when to travel. So, don't go on the blast. Go. Oh, sorry. Go again.
He means hi. That's his way of saying hi.
Right. Sorry.
Alright, so we've been doing something for the beginning of the run, but haven't really had time to mention it. Certain dialogue has certain priority levels, and story dialogue typically has higher priority over the other one, over other dialogue. So if you try to play other dialogue, say the start of a quest, or to try to do that, it won't play because the story takes priority in this case. So we can grab quests under dialogue and store the first dialogue of the priority, or of the quest, which that particular dialogue also has super high priority, even higher than story dialogue if it's already playing. So just do that setup. So we can basically start doing things called quest skips, where we can play a quest to skip dialogue that happens in world. We'll do that multiple times throughout the run. We'll do it at least 10 or so times in this run. You'll see it mainly done on my side.
So loud. So angry.
This is like one of the only cutscenes we're ever going to see for the rest of the run, because we actually skip a lot of them through completely unintended methods.
Come on in.
Alright, so now I'm going to do a trick called Early Tina, like that. Same premise as Early Ellie. She exists in the world, if I run and touch her quick enough, I can have her dialogue playing while the cutscene plays, which is actually super important because I can do another dialogue skip with a different quest that's in the world over here. So I'm going to go over here and kill this specific enemy who drops a quest, and then I'm going to play it. Look at my watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, that should be enough. So that just overwrote Tina's dialogue, so now he can grab the stuff immediately.
Before you wasted me, I kept my best guns in my garage. Considering how bad
Okay, wow, I made that. This is actually the first super dangerous part of the run. I'm really under level, and I don't have a good shield, so I'm trying to... I got it just before the dialogue ran out.
Yep, good.
That's hard. That is legitimately very, very, very extremely hard. Also, Lukeman.
Me too. I actually also have a gunner mod. Mine's better than yours. I didn't even realize that.
Alright.
You tried.
Sad.
So now I have to wait here for Tina to finish whatever she's doing in her shop.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna sit here and
just standing there if you clip inside the wall. Do anything.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go do one of the only other optional quests we're gonna do throughout this run. It is called No Hard Feelings, but I forget what it's called too, so I call it Will's Quest. And it's essentially just killing a bunch of bandits, and it gives us a chance for a Jacob's gun. Or a Jacob's shotgun. It's guaranteed shotgun, but sometimes that's a Jacob's, and if it is, that's great.
Alright, so if you want to see an example of quest skipping, you'll see it here. So I'm going to place these two things. I'm going to open my menu, select this quest, and skip Tina's dialogue.
Okay, yeah. I heard Tannis talking, I was like, wait, did you just use,
I use Splinter Group.
Yeah.
I guess it's technically higher, I'll take it. Alright, no shotgun for me. Or in the chest, I should say.
I got a strength swapper.
Of course I got a coach. What else?
Good. Great. Love it. Marathon luck.
I love marathon luck. Borderlands has the opposite problem of marathon luck.
Yeah.
still up on that
We just got basically a good
done
game
now.
gun, so we can finish the run with complete confidence now.
Yeah, we can finish the run. Not to say that we couldn't, but you know.
Without it being painful.
Yeah, without it being painful.
Also, I got the perfect speedrunning gun.
Did you get a Rustlers?
No, I got the Torg. Oh, that's fine. Okay. No, I got a Torg grip.
Oh, okay.
Which is the best one for speedruns.
Yeah, normally, like casual players would care about parts on a gun. We don't necessarily care about parts, because the only thing we focus on here is damage. We don't care about reload speed. We don't care about, like, you know, accuracy. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is damage.
Yep.
It's actually also, I guess I should explain why Gage is so broken. So Gage has a skill, and I'll pull it up here, called Close Enough, where if I miss, my bullets will ricochet towards an enemy close to where I hit. And firing a shotgun at minigun speed means I'm constantly redirecting bullets towards other people. So I just do a ton of damage.
I'm gonna use more tutorial dialogue here to skip dialogue. So we just skipped like 2 lines of dialogue so I could hit these buttons immediately. We'll have one more instance of tutorial dialogue that we'll use later. And that'll be
I did it accidentally earlier. Skipped a lot. Not now, but in our practice run.
Yeah. In our D-Rust.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do another abusive thing here. I'm gonna get into this fast travel station, and you're good, by the way. So now I'm in this fast travel station. You can see at the top of my screen there's that little bubble on here. I'm not supposed to be in here. That will go away after a little bit.
They almost pushed me into the spawn.
Now the fast travel station is technically supposed to close, but I'm already in the menu, so it doesn't kick me out.
Got it early. So Lilith can be a jerk with giving me the iridium. Thankfully she's very nice that time.
So if I travel at a certain point, we can fast travel out of here instead of having to watch this cutscene right here.
So, bye, Sanctuary.
Yep, bye.
It's a cool cutscene, but it's long.
It's about
like
a minute and a half.
Yeah, so we save a buttload of time. That was actually found accidentally. Back in the early, Broman and T-Rex's crew did it. Way back in like 2013, 2014, when this game was first starting to get run.
So apparently the lore is one of them, which is like, you know, we'll see what happens when I travel. And they traveled and it skipped the cutscene.
The door's iced over. Let me help you with that.
So I'm trying to maximize my duping potential here. So grab that, grab that.
Oh, Oshimine in chat is another Borderlands 2 runner. He actually just mentioned to wait for bunker. That's not the case in any percent. In any percent, bunker is actually difficult and requires the gauge to help.
So this is where things can start getting really painful for us. The fridge. Thank you. No amp.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're starting to get super underleveled at this point. The game expects us to be 15 here.
At least.
I got you one. 67. It sucks.
That's fine.
But it's green, so high capacity.
Yeah, green is actually better for me in my opinion.
Yeah. So at this point, you can now assume the run is starting to get hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, before
here on
the
out,
damage
we are
was able.
continually under level. There is no point at which we will be on level ever again. There is a damage reduction calculation in Borderlands 2. At the end of the game, we're going to be hitting about 99% damage reduction. So, Shock has to have a lot of damage in order to make up for it. I'm actually going to delay this travel. I'm sorry, I'm the worst.
Thank you.
I want a stack of buck up. Alright, so that
I'm
glitch,
traveling. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
that glitch I just did is called buck up glitch. Buck up is a skill the Death Trap can give you, where he'll just recharge your shield. And if he does that when you're traveling through an area, he goes away, but the effect doesn't. So now my shield just recharges infinitely. And it's going to start recharging faster and faster. To the point where it just instantly recharges.
Because you can stack the buck up glitch.
Stack it, which is really good and very broken.
You've got the beacon?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, so I traveled, when we did that travel earlier, I traveled to get him over here so he could help with the fight. But here, we're going to start doing a skip, doing Overlook skip. So normally Overlook is this huge wave fight, timed wave fight that requires really precise timing, like down to the second or two of getting it right. Are you going to be there in time?
Give me... I messed up right at the end. Oh, that's bad, that's Fire Thresher.
I'll travel. Alright,
no.
So...
No, re-travel.
No? Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Normally Overlook is this timed wave fight that comes down to finishing waves by the second. It's really hard to do correctly, but luckily enough, we can just travel in and out of this bar over and over again. Once you fail this objective 8 times, the beacon becomes invincible, and if you travel again, go.
Take off your shield, by the way.
Yeah, well, later. Once you fail it one more time after that, the quest just completes. It's meant to be a safety mechanic for new players. Yeah. Whoa. Hello. All right. Everyone's gonna think I'm cheating now.
You are cheating.
I opened my console. Go. There you go.
No. It's
So
never console bound.
at this point, we're just gonna travel through this bar, go over and over again to skip Overlook.
Yeah. This is literally one of the only downtimes in the run for either of us. Hello?
Was it because my shield was in the way? I had some heyo's in the chat.
Heyo.
Go. That should work. Yeah, easy.
As long as we get the checkbox, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if it, like, you know, comes up half a second before we go.
I mean, if you do have any donations, you're welcome to read them now. We're just going to be traveling back and forth for like the next 2 minutes. Go.
Well, we haven't got any donations for a bit, but I would like to remind you all what we're here for. This is the Cal Fire Relief Marathon. We've been doing this for a few years in benefit of various charities. This year, we are benefiting the California Fire Foundation. The whole point is there are a lot of wildfires. These are having significant impacts on people's lives, destroying their homes, their communities, and anything we can do to help out for these people who have had so much taken from them is exactly what we're trying to do. So whether it's medicine, whether it's trying to rebuild their lives, think about donating or tell some of your friends. You don't have to donate if you don't have the money, but if you can tell a friend and they donate, it's almost like you did. So spread the word too.
Yeah, and this is a cause kind of near to me because I have family out in Pennsylvania. What? California?
Pennsylvania. You live in Pennsylvania,
live
my
in
dude.
Pennsylvania. I have family out in California, and some of them are not affected by this fire, but they're very close to the areas that could be. So.
And even the areas that don't burn, just the smoke is an ever-present reminder of the fact that you are in danger too.
Oh, I don't have it on anymore, sorry. I didn't know you were doing another one.
Should have called it out, whatever.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do more... Yeah, we're gonna do more quests here. We're gonna grab more quests in our dialogue here.
The quest I grabbed is actually really important. We accidentally used it one day and found out it just skips pretty much everything.
Don't go again.
For some reason, that Warden quest is very powerful.
Whew. That was too close. Scooter has 3 quests that we get to use, so I'm trying to make sure that we get them. I will get you the level 13 shotgun at the door fight. Okay?
Yeah, got
it. So we mentioned... we're now continuing. I can drop the amp here. Actually,
just drop it at the
door. I'll jump it. Yeah, it's fine. So we mentioned that we're super underleveled. We weren't kidding. This area is supposed to be done at 19 or 20. So also, we're now 6 levels under.
I whiffed skull skip. I accidentally did it earlier.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
I can use it. Can you use a quest right here?
What quest?
It's one of Scooter's. I don't care. There you go. That works.
I had to remember which quests were Scooters.
It's fine.
So I'm trying to kill a bunch of stuff here for experience. Because again, as the theme, we are under level. And any less damage reduction we can get throughout the game is good.
Oh my god. So I have to be really careful to not accidentally kill these guys. This also has a safety mechanic if you kill them too much, but we wanted to avoid having to use that if we can. So like that. I have to purposely not crit them. Oh, really?
Wildlife is actually... Wildlife is the first major block of the run. And this is very hard. Waiting on a dialogue.
Right here.
There we go.
And he's gonna death warp back over here.
As soon as I see that save point, I'm gonna death warp.
That's Grenadier. Never mind. Okay.
Bringing me experiment results from the Hyperion Preserve. Some people are stupid.
Okay. I should probably not death warp there anymore, but
why?
I lost all my energy.
You're supposed to down yourself with grenades. That's why.
No, I was supposed to jump into the water. The water skips.
Oh. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, if you can skip your death animation as Gage and just go directly into the tunnel of death, you save all your anarchy through death. It's meant to prevent random deaths, like if you get squished or something.
I'm gonna need you for the door, by the way.
Yep. That still needs to be killed.
Yep. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Where's my amp?
Let him come closer first.
Shock amp.
It's through the door. It's the green shield.
Got it. Thank you.
Alright, cool. So we should be pretty much done with gear for the rest of the run. We don't really need anything. Anything else at this point is a bonus.
Yeah, like for example, he opens that chest. We call that the God chest. Sometimes he gives us some really nice stuff. I open this for fun. Sometimes it's really good stuff. But never lucky.
So now I'm gonna do a skip called a Bloodwing skip. You can jump across this gap, and this door does not exist, so I can walk right through it, jump across this gap, and jump through this stuff, and hit a cutscene from out of bounds.
We're real inventive with skip names.
Yep. We don't skip Bloodwing, it's just done in the Bloodwing area. It's a really bad name, but whatever.
Yeah. We're all very smart.
This is all yours.
Don't you look at me like that. We are smart.
I can't see you.
Oh, my girlfriend is judging me.
Oh, I mean, that's totally valid, though, for her to do that.
I mean, yeah.
God damn it! Just weaken her and I'll hit her with a crank.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gotta beat Bloodwing down. Do what you can to save her, but if you can't.
Oh, and I can't believe we didn't mention this earlier. You'll see me constantly jumping. Jumping is 1% faster movement than running is. So
Yeah, that's not a meme, that's actually true.
it's not a meme. It is actually legitimately true. So if you ever want to prove that you are a better Borderlands player than all your friends, just jump everywhere, and you'll get there faster.
Rest in peace, my keyboard, by the way.
Ew.
I have to do this to try to manipulate her position so she doesn't fly away. Except right now that he's here, I can go. This should be fine. Wait. Where the heck am I? Okay, that was weird. I was an invisible wall I didn't know existed.
You can also kind of soft lock Bloodwing, and Jack will just say corrosion over and over. And that's a pretty good joke.
Okay, she's still alive.
I'm good at whenever.
That should be fine. Cool. Alright. I will skip Claptrap here, by the way. Go to the bounty board. You can get those ones.
Yeah.
Buddy, what the hell are you? Holy scats! A little low life says
Take this note to
Got all those
yeah.
under dialogue.
that note to a bandit leader known
Cool, I
as
got that one. You're good to go, whenever.
He used to be a part of the Crimson Raiders until his methods got too brutal.
Off to Hyperion Bridge.
Hyperion officials limb from limb in front of their loved ones wasn't.
Got some work.
Is west of the Highlands. If you're looking for the slab
Alright.
beam, that's
And now we're off to go meet Rick.
So this is where the run just really starts to speed up. We used to spend a lot of time in every area. From now on, we're really not going to spend more than 4 or 5 minutes in any area.
Control Core Angel is at.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit a skip here. Got it. If you have good movement, you can have Brick just talk over himself multiple times. You can die. And he will skip his own dialogue, which means I can enter the arena right now.
Lose my anarchy on that, but that's fine.
But now it's time for the real initiation.
Someone asked what the world record is for this. It is a 1:25:26 in game time. We're obviously running against RTA. If we were to compare our run to RTA, it would be a
1:30:14.
30:14. But that was like, that run was honestly one of the best runs ever that we've ever done. So don't expect that.
I'm expecting.
Okay. World record
You should be up there.
I couldn't nade jump, yeah. World record, or we're never allowed on speed gaming ever again.
Yep. Cool. Shoot, that shotgun is carrying you, sir.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Okay, it's there. Alright, so we're gonna do one of the quests that we
check
grabbed.
that looked like a Jacob.
I can see it in the cutscene, I think, for like a second. No, that was
that's
not.
a bandit, okay.
Yep,
So
bandit.
what you want?
So one of the quests we grabbed got super high priority. Once I kill this guy and do that, we can skip like 5 or 6 lines of dialogue here for some reason.
Here, Turtle.
This is the one that's super powerful and we don't understand particularly as to why. Yes, I see it.
Which one of these identical scum stains pulled the trigger?
That's my old coach.
Otherwise, I'll just
Yep.
have to
Alright, so I'm set on gear for the rest of the game. I'll never have to do this ever again. Never have to change gear.
Yep, at this point I just have to keep duping as much as I can. There's basically never a point where I should stop duplicating stuff.
Oh, so we met facing Shooty, so we'll go ahead and do that right now. I had actually forgotten that we put facing Shooty into the run. He's a legitimate part of the run that we do. But here's dialogue.
Yay! In the face! Now shoot me in the face! In the face!
In the
Do
face.
it! Shoot me in the face! Face, 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 face! Now! Bullets in the face! Want him! Need him! Gimme, gimme, gimme! At the sound of the bell, it will be face! What's in my face?
Hang on, I got this.
I don't know what his face
I don't know what a face is.
In the face!
Oh, now
Let's
he
try
just
this.
shut up.
In my face! Shoot me in the face! And shoot me in the face! In the
I wonder if my turret can
face!
figure it out.
Do
Is it smart
Shoot
enough
me
to
in
know
the
what to
face!
do?
Face, 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 face!
Wow,
Nope.
does it really not recognize him as an enemy?
Does not. I actually didn't
That's
know.
pretty funny.
All right, hold up. I'll try what I did at Smash the Record.
Shoot me in the face! Face, face,
Ready?
Gonna try 360 him.
Now! Bullets in the face!
Oh, I got close.
I tried again.
I'll try one more time.
Again.
Gimme, gimme! At the sound of the bell,
Nice. Yes. What a shot.
He is freaking out.
What a god gamer.
Oh my goodness. There you go. There's Face McShooty.
Yeah. So in
As
the
a-
XP round,
yeah.
we actually do him because he is free experience. But I forgot that and put it up as a donation instead of stuff, so I donated for it.
Thank you for fulfilling your own mistake.
Whoops.
But as a trivia thing, if you did not watch HDQ 2014's run with the 4-player co-op, it was actually one of the hardest quests that they had to program because they had developer commentary for that run. Anthony Birch was on. He said they had the absolute hardest time with that quest because there's so many things that you can't do and only one thing that you can do.
Yeah.
So when they were trying to make it, there were so many other cases they had to worry about in order for it to actually work, quote unquote, correctly.
They wrote the dialogue in about 5 seconds, and that took like a bunch of days to program the quest, just because it was that difficult. As on a on a normal enemy, you can shoot him everywhere, and it's okay. So we're trying to prevent Rick from running to the back here, because he leaves from the front of this area. Next, so we're actually going to wait on that enemy. Should be done? Okay. That was okay.
Yeah, we're done.
Ideally, we'd want Rick to be right about here when when we end that part.
That was a buzzard.
Nice. Oh, also another side effect of Buck Up. Elemental dots don't affect me anymore, so I can just stand in a fire barrel and never die.
We did get a $20 donation from Saint of Virtue,
Hey,
blowing up Pandora to save California.
Don't stop shooting!
Whoops.
I'm going to shield.
Oh. Now do it.
Badass job today, Slam.
Alright.
I'll meet you back at Sanctuary.
That's the end of the Thousand Cuts area. So now at this point we're going to be doing nothing but like main story quests to finish
Yep.
the game. Alright.
I don't.
Just, whoops, that was bad. Let's try that again. Alright, that was good. Go for it.
So, opportunity. I assume some people have probably played it. Opportunity is an area that usually takes a long time. We're going to do it in about a minute. Because there's only one main quest to do in Opportunity, and a lot of it is based on dialogue, which, as you've learned by now, dialogue is broken in this game. So we can just kind of skip past all of it.
Yeah, and also dialogue of like the similar priority will overwrite itself, so we're going to abuse the actual quest objectives to skip themselves. So I'm going to sit here, kill this guy, and once I grab this, once I hit this button twice, like that, he can hit his button to skip the dialogue, and then I can come over here and hit my button, and then he can hit his button, and then I can hit my button again. Did you? There you go. So you can just skip. You can just skip dialogue over and over again.
Yeah, those,
Ooh,
these
that
buttons
hurt.
that we're using are actually really powerful and can skip any dialogue in this area, which is a thing we abuse in all quests in order to help skip past the really long escort the robot quest.
Open the chest for you.
Yep, thanks. Even though I can't use anything in there ever.
Nope. Nope. There's that.
Nope, that's
And then
opportunity.
travel there.
All done. Now grab the voice modulator.
I'm dumb.
Did you get it?
No. You traveled super tight on that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, that's not right there. You traveled really tight on that, so...
You're in a menu when you traveled again.
I don't know how I was in a menu.
Yeah, delayed travel ticks is why. Alright. No big deal. So I have to go run and grab the item real quick.
Listen, it was all his fault, not my fault.
Go.
Great. Now,
Oh, hey, a floating objects.
Test.
So there's a bunch of story dialogue that goes on here. We're just gonna skip it by traveling out and traveling back.
Yeah.
So that.
This is it, everybody.
This is
That's
it,
it.
everybody. That's it. That's all there is.
If I'm fast enough, I have enough time to actually go see Knuckle Dragger because we save quit. Hey, there he is.
Did you kill him?
No, I got close though.
It's close enough.
I was-
I probably could have killed him.
I got halfway across the gap. You can go.
So traveling early here actually kind of breaks Claptrap in that Shock can get to him a little bit earlier than usual and save some time.
How the hell are you gonna hurt Jack?
I have to run all the way around in slow strat because I ran out of aids.
We're gonna collect some brown rocks. Okay, we started secret stash. Good.
let's go.
That just keeps popping up.
Regret ever setting up
Yeah.
shop on this cliff. It'll take care
Oh,
of
I don't have a
business to watch
rocket
this
launcher to
for
kill myself. Keep one.
minutes, I say.
I can use grenades.
I
should
mean,
be
you can
fine.
also flat off.
You coming or not?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, let me just do that while I'm waiting.
Yeah, just stack that to about 50.
Sometimes.
People in chat are asking how you're so fast, Shock.
Sure. So I have a skill point called Expertise, which gives me movement speed when I aim down the sight of my gun. If I am off the host and drop the weapon out of my hand while I'm aiming down the sight, that speed stack never goes away, and I can stack that as much as I want. Get ready to die.
Prep to die.
Die.
Made it past the security wall, huh? That's
So
pretty cute.
I stacked that speed glitch multiple times like this. So just aim down sight, drop my gun like that, and I can now move really fast.
And there is a cap expertise. There is a distinct defined cap, but it's like 10 times normal sprint speed. So
Oh, thanks, Barrel.
cut down, go barreled. You'll be fine.
I got barreled.
A barrel.
Playing Donkey Kong. Barreled.
So I'm actually, there is a reason I'm killing all these guys, and it's to get Shockwve, the big badass surveyor or constructor spawn a lot faster than me normally would.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do the quick kill on it, so hopefully this doesn't bite me in the butt.
He'll be fine.
Ooh, okay, that was a clutch. Alright, we're good.
I'm gonna hide
Stay
here.
You know how I got my
Yeah.
hands on that ball key? See, a few years back, Wilhelm and I paid a visit to your little friend.
Oh, you want a 415 amp?
Boy, that would be nice. Unfortunately, it's probably level 20.
24.
Yeah. So,
So-
we're, any equipment above level 19, we're never able to use in the run. We just can't do it.
Over, kiddies. Breaking his mouth breathers couldn't bust my bunker. Hell yeah! One autocannon down.
Also, I guess I'll re-explain unlimited ammo. What we're doing again. The flat-off launcher in the game has the particular quirk that for the second shot after pulling it out, and then every third shot afterwards, the shot is free, which essentially means you consume -1 ammo. In terms of, like, we've looked at the game code and figured out that's what it means. But what we can do is we can stack that effect on our character. So now instead of consuming -1, we're consuming -2, and then -3, and so on and so forth.
It's a game.
If we do that with a coach gun, which takes 2 shots, we can infinite fire a coach. 3 for a quad, or 3 for a bushwhack, 4 for a quad, and it just, you know, goes up from there. We can, there is no limit to it, so if we theoretically got a chopper, we could fire a chopper infinitely because that takes 10 shots.
No more autocannons.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, we should be fine.
Just immediately book it. So we're gonna stand in a specific corner, try to manipulate this boss to do what we want it to do. Yeah, you should be
Okay, I
fine.
also hope I didn't die.
You were fine. You made it over, yes.
You're not at the bunker right now.
So Jack is talking about 3 times for reasons we actually don't know. He just talks over himself.
That's the bunker. Meet the BNK-3R, the greatest defense.
So Bunker's gonna fly around, and we're just trying to get him to come in to fight us as fast as possible. No, he's not. You'll hear a loud noise.
Also, if you stun loaders while in the air, they just stand there.
So my critical damage
fine?
makes this. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, okay.
So my critical damage makes this boss fight trivially easy.
Bunker
Alright,
can't be
dead.
killed on the first cycle. He goes down to 1 HP.
Yeah, he has a death cycle that he has to go through in order for the fight to finish to be all cinematic and stuff.
Yeah. So we do something called is it trick shot, god shot?
Swag shot is what you called
swag
it.
shot is what I called it. That's a very important name. Basically, this right through here, this little gap, I can hit Bunker from here and kill him because he only has 1 HP left. Because close enough is broken. There we go.
So yeah, you're starting to see like I'm stacking infinite ammo like way higher than we need to, but I'm gonna use this rocket launcher to kill myself later. So I need to have a lot more stacks of it.
Also, riding down the elevator is slow. Just jumping down the outside of it is a lot faster.
That didn't work. Alright, I used the wrong one.
Missed the bunker dunk. This is bad.
I switched the quest for you.
It's really appreciated.
Consider this your final warning. No, consider this my
This
final
is also a
warning.
little bit of manipulation. The two parts of that quest that we have to hit are at the top and the bottom of the elevator. So if you just hit the top and the bottom of the elevator, we're fine.
Alright. So we just skipped a cutscene.
The room is
Co-op
scary.
has travel delays, so we can abuse that by traveling and then running into the room, right, and then hit the button. So
This is also the best quest in the game.
yeah, we're gonna use some quest dialogue. So you'll see my infinite ammo. It counts as -27 now. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
It is okay.
Yep, that is very okay.
Actually, in comparison to the rest of the run, the rest of the run, this area is pretty easy. Angel's fight is just not all that hard. Like, it's a wave fight, and it takes 18 years. But the enemies come slowly enough and at predefined enough spawns that we can just be there shooting in their face before they spawn and instantly, you know, kill them.
Do I have? Okay, I have that one. At least I can use that.
Oh, also, I can stand in the shock field generators without dying because of buck up.
So this is basically a 5-minute, 6-minute auto-scroller that we can only speed up by killing things exactly when they spawn.
Yeah.
Nothing else we can do to really speed it up.
And hey,
Well,
I'm gonna plug my bounty on this. If anybody wants to make 150 bucks, or 50 or 100, every injector you can skip will earn you 50 bucks. But it's got to be reproducible, and you got to show us exactly how you did it. And also, you can't cheat. That should be pretty obvious, but don't cheat and cheat.
I have to keep stacking as much as I can because the damage I'll hit for Warrior, which is the final boss, basically I want to try to make it as easy for me as possible. I could stop now and I'd be fine. Bunker's actually a harder boss to stack for than Warrior.
Yeah, that's part of what I said earlier in the run, is that Warrior is actually a very easy boss.
His crit spot's easier to hit. All of my
He
pellets
also has less health.
He does have less health.
Proportional than Bunker.
Yep, so... Alright, and I'm just gonna keep stacking damage.
Also,
So if you hear me beating my keyboard, I'm sorry.
I think this is like one of the first times we ever see Handsome Jack in game. Like that we ever see his face.
Yes, that's true.
Like you see him in the opening cutscene, but that's it.
That should be enough. Alright.
So this is why Angel is so boring. There's nothing we can do to speed this up. We just kind of wait. The game takes a while.
that.
So sometimes
Stacking it effectively is hard.
Sometimes if Shock and I are bored, we'll just like double grenade jump up to stuff.
Alright, here's the funniest dialogue skip we can do in the game.
This is a recorded message.
Roland just starts talking and we just
we can't do that in all quests because we used that quest before this. And Roland is telling us about a quest to kill some bandits. Let's see, are we gonna get fast load?
I don't think so.
No. Lilith is on kind of a spawn timer here, okay. And she can just kind of take a random amount of time to show up, which does suck. Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about ending levels. At the end of this, we reach level 19, which is lower than 30 to 32 you should be when finishing the game. That means we'll be doing about 10% damage to enemies, or even less. And at the end of all quests, we're actually on level for everybody except for Terramorphous, who is level 50.
Tell me when.
Go.
Got it. Fast Angel. Perfect. I was worth it.
She can sometimes be spawning an ammo box, which makes her take a little bit of a time.
We just did a quest skip that skips a bunch of dialogue all at once, so... tell me when Lilith talks.
This is Skrillex.
You're an asshole.
We're hanging out with her. Oh, now she's dead. Alright. Lilith talked.
Kind of guy who deserves
So,
to die.
Roland, you might think if you've played this game he dies. He doesn't. He's just waiting there for us for the rest of the game.
Buck up is too strong. I should have taken my shield off.
Good.
Oops.
Now we hang out.
So I did a death warp there because the default death location when you come to this map is the one at the top of the hill. So if I just
location actually.
yeah, there's one further up actually by the vending machines.
Oh yeah.
Just like yeah. But the default one is the fast travel station, so we can just go there, just travel right away when you hear it.
Yeah, and actually,
we don't do that yet, by the way.
oh yeah, right. So that quest skip we do, death skip, to get out of skip Roland's cutscene and to get out of Angel, actually wouldn't work if there was a death point at the bottom of the elevator.
So I'm gonna run across the landscape here, because obviously I am faster than a car.
Yep, the catapult technical is the fastest car. He's about 2.5 times as fast as me. So if I were boosting alongside him, he'd just leave me in the dust.
Haha, because we're in the dust.
Aha! That was really bad, and I hate myself for that one.
Yeah, you kind of set that up. Like,
I accidentally set myself up for that.
Yeah.
This is Shock's favorite part of the run.
Please hit the bump.
I messed up.
Welcome to the Iridium, buddy.
I knew that angle was bad.
Oh, King Mong, if I can get this kill across the map, it's worth it, but I don't think I can get it. Nope, I missed it.
Alright.
That sucks.
So this upcoming part is also very hard. There's 2 distinctly hard sections left in the run. It's this and the Arid Nexus. After that, we're home free. There is nothing that can block us.
Travel whenever you can.
Damn it! That doesn't want us getting close to it. Rick, blow stuff up. That's my plan.
So right here, we are going to both do this upcoming quest.
You gotta go through Guano Grotto.
And like I said, this is a really tight area, and there's a lot of enemies that want to murder us very hard.
Sneaking in here real quick, we got a couple donations. $10 from Dusty13B and $20 from Captain Foo. Neither had
Hey,
but
what's up,
thank you
Foo?
very much.
Thanks, Foo. These ambush commanders are big old jerks.
I got one.
I've got the other one. Most enemies. I took that hit for you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Right, so instead of doing anything here, I am actually just gonna hide. Right here, the enemies will never find you.
Last time I was here,
Who do I switch to for this?
Capture the flags. Right when you hear Mortar talk. Hey, Doom. Okay.
Hey, Doobie.
Alright, that's dead. I'm just gonna death warp out of here. Switch now. There we go.
I want to steal their pride.
Alright,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
right.
I just
Coming down
died
automatically.
there because it's not really worth it to go running for an enemy. I have plenty of time until the elevator comes down, which is what we're waiting for to go to the top of the map.
Ah!
Oh my god, please. Thank you. You'll be fine, right?
Yeah,
you'll be
fine.
fine.
Totally fine.
Right, come here.
I have 8 anarchy. That is not good. I need to get back into dying properly in these runs.
Oh, there you go. Hi. Oh, yeah, he's desynced on my side, so you zipped up to the top.
Yeah.
That's totally accurate. That was a freak out.
Yeah, we can kind of clip inside each other for this initial part.
Ooh, a lot of low tier ads. Thank you. This is by far the worst part of the run. There's so many enemies here. You're very out leveled. Their fire damage does so much.
Oh, I got a badass. I need help.
I'll get it.
It's flying off.
Yeah. One's dead.
I'm probably gonna go down. I didn't
Got
go
it.
down. Wow.
They'll need those charges to blast open the path to the info stockade.
I don't know. Okay. Let me kill that guy, please.
Yeah.
Ugh. So much fire. This is why this area sucks. I said don't kill him!
I thought you said to kill him. Listen, I can't hear. Firing a shotgun.
Thank you for cooperating, sir. Alright, tell me when.
Just gotta wait for this one to show up.
I don't even remember what we have left to use in journals.
Go. As soon as we get that checkbox, we're good to leave the area. We don't actually have to do the rest of the quest. I just get in a car here, right?
You don't... yeah, actually, yes you do, because you drive here.
Yeah, because I don't turn in anything.
Yeah, you drive the moment we spawn. The rust is going to start showing at this point.
Yeah, thankfully there's only about 10 minutes left. Alec, what's our time at right now? Just so we know whether we're gonna be embarrassed and go over estimate.
Right now, you're at 123 something, it looks like.
Okay, so we're gonna be very close to estimate.
Would you put down 135?
38.
Oof.
Alright, cool.
If it makes you feel any better, we are a bit ahead right now. So.
Oh, I mean, we can mess up, trust me. If you want us to just choke for about 5 minutes, we can do that.
Or maybe go to space or something like that.
I mean, our gear is now hindering us. Like, our shields are so underleveled that even the buck up that Amy has given me is going to get me killed. Because I don't have a shield that can handle it.
Oh no! Deathtrap saved me. Crap.
Oh.
Deathtrap, you punched me up. You're useless.
Let's not do this.
Well, so this is the last hard part of the run. Pump Station 2 is absolute garbage because Sergeant Loaders spawn, and their crit spot is tiny and impossible to hit. Fine.
Oh, nice.
Just gonna, well.
I'm just gonna well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna well. I actually still have the 50%. So when you get up from Fight for Your Life, you do 50% extra damage. And I actually still have that rolling, so I'm gonna have that rolling this entire time. Crank.
As long as he hits the second crank, that's all that matters. He can die at this point.
I can actually hide in this corner, which the enemies never find you here, and after a couple seconds they're gonna de-aggro. After a couple seconds they're gonna de-aggro. Please. Uh-oh.
I'm now picturing Gage singing,
I'm traveling.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Stay alive. You got this. Alright, cool. Alright, I have not done this skip in a while. I have to basically hope that the boss is okay. You don't do anything, by the way.
Yeah.
I have to hope that this boss plays nice with me. If he doesn't, this can be absolute torture for me.
chairs?
Yeah, I know you.
We're good.
Good news, everybody.
We're going to Sanctuary.
Don't you dare speak.
I know.
All right, I got the skip. Cool.
I'm gonna travel on mouth.
Yeah,
Lilith
mouth is
has
fine.
quite the little mouth on her, doesn't she? And as it turns out, we're not a real son of a bitch.
Easy.
I apologize for Mordecai's language.
Yeah, that was rude.
Yeah, it's very
All
rude
right,
of him.
this is where we warden.
This is very
Wait,
worded.
you turned it in. We can't do that. Right?
No.
Use
It turned
There's
it.
another quest. Use. You didn't turn
Alright,
it.
I'm just gonna YOLO.
YOLO quest if you want.
I have to talk to someone. Well, alright, never mind.
Oh, we can't. Yeah, you have to use warden. Just
But they still want to help you.
Chavo.
It's time to end this. I'll meet you out.
Oops.
Meet you. We got it. That's fine.
No, I mean, I think it's... I accidentally turned in that quest.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, wait, no, I didn't. I shouldn't have. Because I never talked to him at all. Whatever. So this is the final wave fight in the game. It's 4 or 5 waves, depending on how you count a wave.
It's been a hell of a lot of fun.
And this is not that hard.
Hey, shoot the birds. Thank you.
Trust, I'm shooting the birds. I'm all about shooting the birds. Oh, I was hoping that would be a shotgun.
I don't technically need to stack anymore, so I guess I'll stop.
Yeah. Alright, so now this is it. This is the final stand. Once we make it past this, we're done.
Yeah, the run is very simple except for one movement section for me.
Yeah, the run is basically over when we get past this.
Hey, child, minion! I'm uncloaked over by the controls. Let me just get this door open. Do you think a door can stop me?
I'm trying to write a love poem for this chick, Daisy.
I'm glad you decided to play this quest.
Juices flowing, so this poem will get her juices flowing. That's sex. Use this camera to take some pictures of interesting landmarks.
Thanks,
that I can
Scooter.
toss in
Everyone in the Borderlands community is 12 years old.
Access denied.
I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry we're making such an awful mockery of your channel, Speed Gaming.
No! Don't dispatch more troops! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
He was denied, though.
I mean, yeah, but that's only because Lady decided to leave and go live with the rats.
Man.
Oh god, I forgot how much damage I don't do.
Yes! I've done it! Shutting the door to
We did get a $5 donation from Gunner Stunner. Love Borderlands 2, cool speedrun.
Heck yeah. Oh, these turrets are awful and terrible and will kill me for years. So I just dodge.
Oh yeah, these you can kill these turrets, by the way.
Yeah,
It's like I can
hard.
shoot through the shield. For you it is.
So one last time for everybody who's joined, since we last explained it, I'll kill the surveyors. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We will explain all of the glitches that we're doing semi-quickly. So first off, we have infinite ammo because of a glitch flat-off rocket launcher. Shoot and then swap away from it. We will get infinite ammo
Granted.
because it essentially stacks a -1 ammo use onto our character, and then we do that as many times as we need to. Shockwave is Mach speed because
Additional troops.
Yeah, I have a skill called Expertise, which gives you movement speed when you aim down the sight of your weapon. If you are not the host player and you aim down the sight of your weapon and drop it, that speed stack never goes away until you, the speed stack does not go away until you quit the menu. So I've just stacked that glitch multiple times. He's off to the right, by the way, it's badass. You can shoot the wall. Probably get off the wall. Please come down here. This is the worst part of the fight. So I just stacked that speed glitch as much as possible. I also did a thing called crit stacking, where I can duplicate weapons out of my hand. Yeah, I duplicate weapons out of my hand. If I duplicate certain weapons, I can increase my critical damage way higher than intended. So I'm doing like 30k in critical damage, which is not even close to intended. Our shotgun only does 75 damage in retrospect, yeah.
The other thing we have is our shields constantly recharge because of a glitch with Gage's skill Buck Up, where if you use Buck Up as your area transferring, you have that effect forever. I'll actually show that off right here. If I have no shield, Death Trap thinks I have no shield, and that I need a Buck Up. So I'm gonna hit this travel, summon him, and I'll be like, oh, no shield. I'm gonna hit you with the Buck Up, and then we area transfer, and now I have more shield regen.
Alright, this is by far one of the hardest movement sections I have to do.
Feel that, child killer? The key's nearly charged. This world is gonna end.
Nope, not lucky. Alright, I need a snipers to not have slag or no element at all, otherwise I will go down. The damage over time effect is just too much for me to handle.
Yeah, so earlier I said we could survive dots because of Buck Up. That's not true anymore because now they just hit way too hard.
Please, Sergeant Loaders. He had the Jacobs, and
I'm actually staying quiet here so he can focus, but...
I mean, I made it through, so we're good. Oh, hey, splat gun.
Nice. Do you wanna maybe show off a thing? Oh, I'm not level 20. Well, never mind.
Let's say, yeah, I don't think you have the thing. Ooh, did I make it? Okay, cool, I made it. I just jumped a huge gap. You can only make that gap if you have enough speed as Axton. So I just... Yeah, skip going down an elevator and walking around through a bunch of other crap. So it makes starting the fight super fast.
Yeah. So time is coming up in about 2.5 minutes. A lot of it is going to be taken up by watching cutscenes.
There he is, and there he is again, and dead.
That's Handsome Jack. Very easy. He's kind of a joke.
Very
Final
easy.
boss.
No! The key's charged!
And then there's like this 50-second cutscene where Jack summons the warrior, and then kind of dies.
Bandit! I win!
Also, Jack has a lot of blood. That must be how he's so rich and can afford blood.
And it's mine!
That's my working theory on this game, is that rich people have more blood. Like fruit crushers.
Alright, so this is Warrior. This boss is easy.
Yeah. Warrior is also a joke, because you just shoot him in his mouth a lot. Unless Chuck misses.
I'm shooting him in the chest because I'm stupid and forgot to shoot him in the mouth, so this is a 2-cycle. Too much all quests, dude. So this will be a 2-cycle. Because I forgot what to do. Unless he spawns in the front, which in that case I can death cycle. Nope. But I can cause him to cycle by shooting him in the mouth, or I can get one-shot by rack. That's also cool.
So I went for a very famous skip there called the Fun Cannon Jump. It's actually not called that, but I saw a Fun Cannon do it once, started calling it that, and then got it ingrained in my brain before he told me, no, I never did that, or I never came up with it. You just skip the elevator and jump down here.
Alright, cool. He's dead. So that was relatively easy compared to Bunker.
Yeah, because I gotta show off.
Get ready to thunk. Thunk. Cool. We can just skip dialogue with that echo that we had at the beginning of the run.
Beginning of the run, we saved that this entire time.
Yep.
So we can.
Our legendary was a leech.
Do you want to kill Jack and I'll hit the button? The button is final button is really hard. Oh, time is coming up, by the way.
Yeah.
Like 3, 2, 1, time.
Oh.
Wait a second. Let me.
Okay.
You don't want to touch this.
That was pretty good for.
That was insanely good for our second.
First time we've ever completed a run in 9 months.
Lilith!
Yeah.
Where the hell were you guys 5 minutes
What was our time? Just curious.
1:34:22.
That's second place.
That's really, really very good.
That's second place.
That's probably, yeah, that's a second place run.
Never see this key again.
That's probably, yeah.
That's either a 128 or a 129 in game time.
Take off like a minute for face McShooty shenanigans. That's
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, with face McShooty, that's like a 128 easy. So.
Man, I did not expect that.
Yeah. Well, Alec, you said we're ahead of time. We can show off a couple interesting things if we need to burn some,
Yeah.
or we can just
We don't.
end. That's fine. With
I
me.
would say there are a couple things that you can definitely show off. We got a good 5 minutes we can put towards that. Sure.
Sure. All right, so let's show off the first thing right here. Normally you can't stand on top of people, but if I down myself and I miss, there we go. Now I'm on top of him. Now I'm a turret.
I'm his taxi. Yeah, I can carry him around. I can also jump with him. He does not affect my jumping ability, so I can take him anywhere I want to.
You might want to travel out here.
Yeah. So he's he is now my.
He can res me too while I'm on his head.
He is my travel buddy. Alrighty. What do we want to show off next? Oh, sure.
Visual, and space. Let's just do those two because those are nice.
Oh, hey, King
nice
Long.
free ones.
Ready for some new toys,
bot?
All right, so we're gonna run. We can do 3 more glitches pretty quickly.
Yeah, I have enough interesting looking weapons that visual will look good.
If you have a rocket launcher, cool, you've got it. You've got enough.
I have a rocket launcher and also a sniper.
All right. So we've been doing this whole. We'll just simplify it. Merging effect.
It's
throughout the entire run. Both of us have been doing it constantly. To showcase what that actually looks like, I'm gonna put some different weapons.
I'll go ahead and show it off, and then you'll do space.
We can do both. We can both do it actually. So I am going to. Well, we're gonna do the same thing he's been doing. So we're gonna simply swap weapons, and we're gonna exchange them in place. So now I have a sniper shotgun, and now I'm gonna get a pistol sniper shotgun, and then I'm gonna get a rocket launcher pistol shotgun. And let's just, it's in slot 2, so I'm gonna put that back. So now this is my pistol.
So I have a shotgun now. This looks great. I can totally see through the scope of this.
Yeah,
this is my pistol. Down sights. I just put the whole thing in my face. It looks totally normal on each of our respective sides, but it fires really dumb.
So if you want to know what we've been doing with all that critical stuff, this is what the game thinks we're doing.
Yeah.
It thinks we're holding all of these things at the same time.
And that does like last. This lasts forever until I drop the guns.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to show off to your friends, this part of the game not really well made, so you can just kind of run through this rock, and now you're out of bounds.
It's just not there.
It's just not there. There are death planes in this game, where if you go outside of them, it will instantly murder you. And this one is different, because most of the death planes are on the level of the map. This one is under the map. And so what it does is it tries to force you back into the map. So, like, if I take a running grenade jump into it, and whiff completely...
Yeah, good job.
I'm gonna die.
I'll go slowly. So this is, if you go in slowly to it. Oh, never mind, it still does it to me. I'm just gonna go flying to space. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, so if I look up, I can see him disappearing.
I actually didn't know I would go rocketing through.
Here, I'll try to show off a little bit of a slower jump through that. So you actually can see most of the map if you go slow, but if you do like shock the map,
oh, I skipped it. What?
It just disappears. You jump over it.
Wait, I skipped it. How did I do?
Probably just jumped over it.
I didn't know you could do that. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna fall forever now, so just focus on Amy's screen. Interesting.
There we go. Off I go. That's the whole map. And then, actually, if we still need to burn a little bit more time, we can show off one last stupid thing about this game, which is the map designers got a little lazy.
I'd say go ahead and show off that thing.
Okay. So we're gonna go kind of back to the beginning of the game. I'm gonna go to.
Hi, I'm still falling, by the way.
I'll just travel you out of here.
Holy crap! I did not know. All right, thank you for saving me.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that. All right, do you want a taxi?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, almost.
There we go. So on this map called Tundra Express. Oh god, your voice is like juddered because your hitbox is behind you. If you go over by Tiny Tina's shop,
Oh,
bump me off
whatever.
again, you will notice some interesting stuff, including the fact that there's just kind of a hole in the map where the rest of the map should be. And it's right here. So you can just kind of walk into this and then fall, and now you're out of bounds, and you'll die. That's it. There's the map.
All right.
It looks very cool. You can also move during this, so Shock can actually jump out of bounds and then hit the spawn box if he wants to try to do that.
I'm gonna save you. Want to finish with our normal thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So, mass duping, which is the thing I've been doing, has a couple side effects to it. So if I duplicate this gun like this, if I put it in my hand and he also puts it in his hand,
and I have to hold E to force equip it into my hand.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a sniper.
I don't have a gun. Our inventories are now the same. Oh wait, actually I have a gun. Do you want one too?
Yeah, I'd love a gun. Thanks.
Let's get a little bit of money right there.
Okay.
Actually, screw it. Let's just go for it.
Wow, that died very fast. Oh, the game actually just crashed.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
So if you do that, the game gets very confused as to who's holding the gun, and the person who picked up the first gun can just throw as many as they want on the ground at once. It's there you go.
It's a great glitch. It's very good.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for that awesome run, those fun glitches. We're going to be taking the stream down for just a few seconds here to switch restreamers, so don't worry, we will be right back. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you all for having us.
Thank you very much.